What's going on, Cloverfield fans? We're back once again here today with some Cloverfield news and updates, and today we'll be discussing the possible outcome and theory behind what may happen in the Cloverfield sequel, alongside a breakdown of the possible monsters we may encounter in this film. Now again guys, please note that before we begin, this is an opinionated video, mainly covering ideals and theories, so don't misconstrue any of the information provided. So now, let us begin. It's been 8 long years since we left off with the first Cloverfield movie, and given the circumstances in the end, we left off with more questions than answers, but I honestly believe that looking back on how dire the circumstances are, I do believe the monster from the first Cloverfield movie may in fact be alive, but not only that, I do believe that it is not alone. Now, based off of what we have to go by, it seems like a chemical attack has ensued and destroyed our current homeworld, but the question is how and by who. If in fact these creatures have invaded our cities and countries and do possess abilities to release chemicals from their body, then how did our military go about the situation? I mean, you would think in a dire and desperate situation, the governments of the world would revert to like possibly nuking the threat at hand. So have they, is the question. Have they used nukes? Did the world result in chaos due to nuclear warfare against these beasts, or did these monstrous kaijus shut down our military permanently? Now, it is indeed believed that the original Cloverfield monster was sent and came down from a UFO drop, as seen at the end of the Cloverfield movie when zooming in and freezing on the frames in the background near the water. So the question is, you know, if that's the case, then how many more were spawned within our own ocean since? We're left with the idea as to what's going on within the city of New York, in particular Manhattan, and, you know, like all around the world, if more of these monsters have, you know, appeared and destroyed stuff, and just pretty much caused humanity into, you know, driving itself underground, well, we're left with lots of unknowns leading into this movie. But we see that, you know, from what I'm assuming is going to be the main character, a female, escape an underground bunker led by John Goodman in attempts to, just be freed into the outside world, not knowing what's out there, essentially, because the woman in the trailer is trying to escape the bunker, and it looks like John Goodman's trying to keep her there, but she's very curious as to what's out there because she was involved in a car accident before being in the bunker. The chemical attacks could have been caused by our own military, in which, you know, they needed to take drastic measures to stop the monsters, but ultimately failed, which led to them, you know, failing to contain the chemicals in the monsters, which led to an outbreak plaguing the people of the world. Again, it's a possible theory because, again, remember, we don't really know too much as to what that Cloverfield monster was in the first film. It's a very interesting, you know, debate to have because, again, some people are talking about how this movie will not be a direct sequel. It will be a quote-unquote blood relative to the movie. So if in fact this does have a narrative as to what happened in New York, I would love to know what the military did in order to contain the monster, if they have contained the first Cloverfield monster. And in fact, I would like to know when exactly this takes place, if this takes place prior to the New York event somewhere else in the world, or if this is taking place after, like Need Indeed. Again, we really don't know too much about this film, but of course, whatever's going on the surface, it's just obviously having an effect on humanity. We get to see certain clips of the trailer, we get to see certain scenes where everyone's down there, everyone's having a good time, we're just relaxing, and the next thing you know, like, there's rumblings and stuff. So could there be something walking on the surface? We don't know. Of course, the Cloverfield monster was gigantic in stature, so could there possibly be a monster out there even bigger than the Cloverfield monster? We aren't too sure as of right now, but again, the movie will drop relatively in a few months. And what are your overall thoughts and opinions on what kind of monsters you guys expect to see in this film? Because for me, honestly, I do believe we're going to see different kinds of monsters, similar to how we saw different types when our cast was in the first movie and they were running in, like, you know, the subway stations and whatnot on the ground. We get to see like these little monsters and stuff, so I do believe that similar creatures will be involved. If anything, I do believe that we're gonna get to see like different character designs as well, different monster designs, different overall background designs for how they look like, different color, which would be very essential. But then again, some people would look at this film and consider it to be like another Godzilla wannabe because of all the kaijus. But then again, we really don't know what the purpose of these monsters are coming into our world, nor where they came from or what they're made out of, because again, in the first Cloverfield movie, we get to see the monster endure a lot of punishment. That creature was enduring missiles and gunfire and carpet bombings and all sorts of stuff. So the question is the monster is the monster essentially able to be killed, or is the monster, you know, still out there alive even after the carpet bombing, even after the stealth bombing and stuff? Are the monsters alive, and how can they essentially reproduce, and why are they on this planet? And again, guys, I would like to know your overall background on that and your overall thoughts on what you guys think will happen. And once again, everybody, thank you all for watching. If you guys are Cloverfield fans, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That way you guys don't miss a single Cloverfield update or episode. If you guys enjoyed, if you guys cannot wait to see this film, it's been 8 long years. If you guys are stoked about it, then smash that like button, leave your overall thoughts in the comment section below. Tune in for the next update, and I would see you guys in the next episode. Take it easy, everybody. Peace.